Class wasn't always easy for you either. Sandra Cavalieri gave up music. The holes on her cello remind her of integral signs. Ellen Cornican changed her first name since it sounded too much like a cursed math function. Maya Rao gets the brass ring for comparing senior math to a roller coaster ride. You are thrown around, bruised, battered, and sick to your stomach. Just hold on tight, grit your teeth, and wait for it to end. Dan Saline? Your lunch. Some of you managed to get even. Each time Holland Chernoff passed, she patted my hair, which in retrospect is better than Chris McLeod using my head as an aircraft carrier and his hand as a fighter plane. After I suggested that Renee Vetrano's absence was the explanation for Period 5 Pre-Calc's extreme quiet, Kara Kristjanik lectured at great volume how rude I was to talk about Renee when she wasn't there to defend herself. No, sit down. Elise Rich, obviously displeased whenever Period 5 strayed onto a non-math tangent, indignantly demanded, could we please get back to math? Talk about giving attitude. Period 5 Dennis and Mark Baumblatt's response to one of my questions was an emphatic no clue. The question was repeated. Mark's new response, I already told you I don't know, so don't ask me again. Chris Gallarello really lost it when I wouldn't give him the exam answers. During the exam, he barked, why do you have to be so juvenile? Is Chris here? Come here. Come here. Come here. See this tie? Chris came into fifth period one day and pointed to this tie and said, I have a shirt home that same exact color. You have a set. Who needs the inner city? My life was threatened here. Charles Borden entered class, looked me square in the eyes and said, first, I figured out the dice game. Second, I'm going to have to kill you. It was a unique year. Keith Krieger brought the class a cake, ostensibly to celebrate my birthday. I was sent for a knife and returned to find a room without students. Several minutes later, I saw fifth period emerge from a bathroom window and storm across the roof, yelling like the cast of The Last of the Mohegans. Parenthetically, have you noticed that fifth period had a certain picaresque charm? I enjoyed every single day with them, except one. And they know. Another first, I was offered a bribe. Nate Hirschfield wanted to know what price would get me to school in high tops, sweatpants, and a co-ed naked math team t-shirt. Since I can use the money, I struck a compromise. Nate, I hope you have a blank check. Oh, backwards?
Mr. Yale?
What?
Today's Wednesday.
So?
The Wednesdays are shorter.
Oh, okay, I'll talk faster. When I returned your corrected test papers, I remarked that humility was good for the soul. Well, you people served my soul humility as a daily diet. One of my math teachers once said, you'll never get proud teaching math. Believe it. Although the explanation is so perfect no one could possibly misunderstand, someone will. Once, after a magnificent analysis of a theorem, Ken Matsubara said, could you explain that in layman's terms? Rachel Hirschberg asked, layman who? Does anyone in this audience have a clue what it is like to say the same thing to a teenager over and over, day after day, only to be completely ignored? Thousands of dollars are spent on SAT review courses, but no one understands stop, now, or no. I call that phenomenon of selective hearing. Major topics drilled ad nauseum are retained for a nanosecond, while the minutest of trivia, mentioned only in passing, is recounted verbatim weeks later. I will demonstrate. Our no-dir test. Where are you? Stand up. What's the first fundamental theorem of integral calculus? Lori Zampaglione, where are you? Stand up. What's the definition of asymptote? I'll give you a hint, okay? Sean Nugent approached all of his classes asymptotically. He got closer and closer and closer, but never actually arrived. Pat McElroy, where are you? Stand up. What's the formula for the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence? Okay. 180 days down the drain. Tracy Pollock, where are you? What's the law of cosines? Keith Krieger. The edge of a cube is increasing at 1/4 inch per second. At the instant the edge is 4 inches, at what rate in cubic inches per second is the volume increasing? Right. Don't be impressed. He automatically gives that answer to every problem. Okay. Observe the flip side and see if my theory holds. Amanda Briota. Why were drive-ins so unsuccessful in Detroit? Does anybody remember? Okay. Rachel, oh, excuse me. I have to move. It's mathematicians against drunk deriving.
Marty, take the mic. Take the mic. The mic. Take the mic.
Rachel Hirschberg.
Switch mine.
Rachel Hirschberg. Where are you? What's the value of this integral? Anybody? Natural log cabin, right. Jared Cohen. Is 57 a McNugget number or a non-McNugget number? McNugget, how could you do it? Anybody know? 5 6s and 3 9s. Danny Goldstein. I have to read this one, excuse me. Per svolgere questa equazione, perché devo fare questa operazione?
C'è una cosa che ci sa.
Esatto. Jay Delco. What's a zolophonist? A hint. Think of one of the baseball team's post-practice runs to Taco Bell. Anybody remember? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Some Martian numbers. Somebody like to raise a hand and tell me what number is displayed on this page. Susan. 5, right. Anybody know what number is here? 3. You think you're so smart. What here? One. The name of the game is Petals Around the Rose. The name of the game is important. Someone will raise a hand and tell me what that is. Mr. McElroy. 8, right. Is it 8 again? Very good. You did learn something. Somebody want to raise their hand and tell me what that one is? Danny. 8. I'm sorry, I didn't realize they all came out to be the same. Okay, thanks, that's it. Oh, some of you wanted me to tell the secret of the rose. I'm not going to. But tomorrow night, I will be checking noses. Maybe humility isn't so good for the soul. One thing is certain, life is a series of rude awakenings. Josh Stern knows. Ask him about the time he fell asleep during pre-calc and the class sneaked away. The bell rang, and Josh awoke to find himself alone in the room with Mr. Behrens staring directly into his face. "'Tis the night of commencement at Mamaroneck High, and I pause to reflect on the year just gone by. Allow me to offer a few words of praise, some highlights of these 183 days, some memories, some shots, a small reminiscence of an Amy Romano cameo appearance. Here's to this year, sometimes up, sometimes down, the April Fool's prank staged by James Dixon Brown. Lolo Mitchell with cap and Dole with his shades. Erin O'Reilly out 46 days. The test Ellen Carnigan royally passed. Terra Nova logged more time in the hall than in class. Frank and Kerry's rehearsals for cable TV. Math at McDonald's for period 3. Liz Bauer had style. Deepti had grace. Repeat for Josh Stern till you're blue in the face. Steph Casiero stayed sane while others went nuts. Moon Young Choi still maintains those couldn't be cuts. Jacob Hutchings with his sense of humor. Natural Swinson with the latest rumor. Sterling of character is Anthony Vitti, that face Marnie made at Sandra Cavalieri. I'm clueless, Javier Nunez would rail at the skies. Dave Waxman absent, gee, what a surprise. Lisa Carbone would yell from the end of the hall. Melissa Marone's writing, be it ever so small. As non-athlete of the week, Matt Berman knew the score. Andrew Burlinson, quoth in the Globe, nevermore. Maya Rouse singing, dancing, acting a role. Barbara Eckstein, du warst immer nur toll. Ben Osborne on Info was always a hit. Eric Froman's excuses were so incredibly unbelievable. Laura Axe when she passed, stopping by for a chat. Tell me, does Bill Byron ever take off that hat? There are several of you who I hate to see go. Fraser Crane said before, it's too late, let them know. Granted, nothing ornate, more or less, just a list. I've no axe to grind, just want to say you'll be missed. So Lannis, I have the chance I'll attest, as far as I'm concerned, you're the best. Were you not to succeed, I'd feel appallingly jaded. I'd feel pinned to the mat, see my faith in God would have faded. Success, Barb, Liz, Krieg's Larissa, take care. Christy, Dan, Colhane, Amy, may your skies all be fair. All the best to Shapiro, Delco, and Lizer. Godspeed to Berkowitz, the Kernses, and Schneider. 'Twas my pleasure to write this and size up this group. On your way to the future, it's time. Realize, not only in a math teacher sense, as a year and a class, you are prime. Let me say one last thing before it all ends. Being hooked up with you has been awesome, my friends. So as you rise to move on, as you go from my sight, my thanks to you all, and to all, but especially Vanessa Baum, a good night.
Good afternoon and welcome. This school has given us all a lot of opportunities, and I feel very privileged to be able to show my appreciation here tonight. MHS has given us the opportunity to pursue academic and extracurricular interests, as well as to learn from each other. Pursuing these opportunities has been made fairly simple for us because we live in such a supportive community. There is much focus on us, the students, achieving to our fullest potential. Since we were little, our parents have been driving us to Little League games or getting involved with bake sales and school trips. When we were too young to understand the importance of doing our homework and learning, they stood over us and made sure we got the job done. In the classroom, our teachers have committed themselves to making us learn, spending extra time explaining and motivating. We finished 12 years of schooling and along the way have enjoyed many achievements. We performed in plays, competed on the athletic fields, created beautiful works of art, put our own newspaper out, excelled in the classroom, and the list goes on and on. We should all be proud of our accomplishments. But these accomplishments would not be enough. They do not make us complete people. What makes us complete is fulfilling our responsibility to others. We have to care about the well-being of those around us, and even the well-being of those we don't know. This sounds like a very simple statement, but the failure to care is really at the center of our problems today. The pollution of our environment is an example of people not caring how their actions affect the rest of us. Tolerating racial slurs or jokes is simply not acceptable. We have to realize we are the future, and the future is not so far away anymore. In a few years from now, 4 or 5 years, or for some of us even starting now, we will be entering the workforce. Our generation will be setting the tone of the country. We cannot afford to be indifferent towards the problem of the environment, to ignore racial and ethnic problems, to isolate ourselves from world events. Since we come from such a supportive and privileged environment, we carry all the more responsibility. Now, I may have made the impression on you that we carry this big burden around with us, but there's actually a very pleasant side to fulfilling our responsibility to others. It will make us happier people, and ultimately, finding that happiness will be our biggest accomplishment. Good luck to everybody, and thanks a lot.
My name is Christina Langone, and I'm the senior class president. I'm here to present the senior class gift, but first we have something for Mr. Norman Kolb. He has given us 10 wonderful years at Mamaroneck High School as our superintendent. With this gift, the senior class wants to say thank you and good luck in California. Oh my gosh. Today marks another step in our lives. We as a senior class owe a lot to our parents, teachers, and especially our counselors. Mamaroneck has given us a strong sense of independence, diversity, and courage. It is these qualities that the late Mike Rinaldi displayed as an individual. This class of 1993 is donating money to the co-op camp in the name of Mike Rinaldi. His death this year represents a great loss, not only to his family, but to the faculty of Mamaroneck High School, the community, and the entire student body. With this donation, we hope his spirit and dedication will carry on. Thanks.
I can't tell you how touched I am. I've known for many years that the class of '93 is absolutely remarkable, filled from top to bottom with talented, altruistic, community-oriented, very, very bright kids. And to have you honor me means more than you can ever know. It falls to me to give a token of esteem to your co-valedictorians, Sarah Laliko and Barbara Eckstein. It's also a very great honor, and one that I look forward to every year, to present the Boothby Award. This award takes a little explaining. This is an award presented each year to the graduating senior who best exemplifies the ideals of public education. This is an award that's given upon the vote of the Mamaroneck Teachers Association to the student selected by the entire high school faculty. And when you consider how remarkable the class of '93 is, and how many outstanding seniors are in this class, the Boothby Award becomes even more special than it usually is. So, where to begin? Our recipient this year has taken the most rigorous courses available at MHS, having honors or advanced placement courses in 5 academic areas. Athletically, the achievements are equally impressive, particularly in tennis and basketball. In her sophomore year, she won the New York State Doubles Tennis Championship. Somehow, she managed her time to have substantial roles in a number of PACE productions and also served admirably as president of the National Honor Society. I have had the great pleasure of getting to know this year's recipient and can assure this assembly that she is most uncomfortable with all of this attention and recognition. Every faculty member and every coach who has spoken of her talks not only about achievements I've just mentioned, but mentions constantly that she is extraordinarily positive, happy, committed to others. Her infectious enthusiasm will soon be apparent next year at Yale University. I am delighted to present the 1993 Boothby Award to Barbara Eckstein.
Members of the board, Mr. Kolb, parents, relatives, friends, and most importantly, seniors in the class of '93. This is an important moment. My personal congratulations. Out of respect for the purpose of this evening, which is the chance for graduates to be with their family to celebrate this personal achievement, let me not delay it too much by a lot of words, most of which you won't remember anyway. However, I do want to leave you with a few thoughts as you separate from this school and community. I suppose it is time to reach into my thick folder of favorite quotations, revisit the Roosevelts and the Shakespeares and the Einsteins and the Blakes and the Emersons, the Churchills, the Kennedys, or the Maya Angelous. Any words from them are worth cherishing. Tonight, I choose a very different and probably risky approach. I want to talk to you about watermelon. For a few uninitiated seniors and everyone else in the audience, watermelon is a game played against the wall of this very building with an ordinary playground ball. Some of you may already be wondering, has the pressure of this school year finally gotten to them? Although the answer is a resounding yes, it doesn't explain my decision to talk about such an unlikely subject at a commencement ceremony. Let me explain. You see, watermelon, I am told, is a game you learned in the primary grades in summer camps. Then how do we possibly explain this phenomenon that a group of 14 to 18-year-old students, worldly, all-knowing, sophisticated, and eagerly seeking independence, engage in such a simple, elementary, leisure time activity for several months, every day, no adults around. No referees, no squabbles, no prerequisites, no concern about color, ethnic background, or who you hang out with. All of these artificial barriers disappeared in watermelon. What does this tell us? I would never suggest you learned all you needed to know in kindergarten. Joe Craig told me last night it was simply fun and quite competitive. Frankie Chu suggested that perhaps it was a way of bringing students together, really together, before graduating. I don't want to read too much into this, but I just wonder if watermelon was a way to return to the simple, away from the clutter and confusion of growing up in the 90s. Think about it. A playground ball and a school wall breaks down barriers of social class, academic standing, and ethnic differences. Consider that. All the world's statesmen, community leaders, and school officials meeting endlessly to resolve conflict and differences. And you did it with a ball and a wall. Does watermelon also tell us something else? I would submit that maybe it asks us, do we really need all those extras, all the trappings, all the private labels, all the human fences we build to separate us as people? Those of us who daily struggle with aging parents recognize their yearning for simplicity as each day passes. Just to wake up each day, to appreciate, to look up at this glorious sky, take a deep breath and ask, what else do I really need? My final wish for you, remember the power of double dutch. Kick the can, ring alivio, hide and seek, and most of all, watermelon. As life weaves its tangled web for you, hearken back to your own watermelon patch. And please, always include in the game the tall, the chubby, the lame, the light, the dark, the lonely, and the hungry. Remember, it's only a game. Thank you.
Actually, a lot of what I was going to say was said in various forms, so I'm scrapping my speech. Not that you'll be disappointed. As I came in here today, I know how you all feel graduating. The general reaction is, well, you made it. Well, let me just tell you all something, and I'm going to tell it to all the parents out here. We made it. Senior year puts all sorts of exciting challenges for all of us, both students, faculty, and parents. And it's out of love that we all survived this year. And I wish you well in the future. And I just want to leave you with one actually a couple of thoughts. And that is, take what is good and make it better. Question what you don't understand and find the answer. With that, our future will be in good hands. And I wish you all the best of luck.
Mr. Krieger, I have the honor to certify on behalf of the faculty of Mamaroneck High School that the students in the class of 1993 have completed the prescribed course of study and are entitled to receive the symbol of their graduation, the diploma of Mamaroneck High School. It is therefore my privilege to present to you the class of 1993.
Michael Abrahamson. Scott Abrams. Sandra Abreu. Jennifer Adelfio. Marco Angelillo. President of the Executive Board, Larissa Anstead. Laura Axe. Mark Ballantyne. Melissa Botonic. Elizabeth Bauer. Vanessa Baum. Timothy Bauman. Mark Baumblatt. Monica Bedoya. Cynthia Berger. Mark Berkowitz. Matthew Berman. Lizette Bernstein. Michael Basordi. Neil Bisley. Adam Blockton. Joanna Bloom. Stephanie Bolag. William Bonacci. Justin Bonanno. Charles Borden. Jennifer Bosco. Thomas Boyer. Jeffrey Bram. Amanda Briota. Ann Brett. Gabriel Brown. James D. Brown. Jacqueline Burke. Andrew Burlinson. Jonathan Buskey. William Byron. Leonardo Campo. Angela Cangiano. David Cantor. Carmine Carbone. Lisa Carbone. Lauren Carilli. Ellen Carnican. Christine Carpenter. Douglas Carroll. Siobhan Carroll. Gabriel Cartagena. Jack Carvalho. Stephanie Casiero. Matthew Cherishore. Holland Chernoff. Francis Chu. Moon Young Choi. Kara Christian Janik. Sandra Sirocco. Vito Sirocco. Cecil Clark. Jared Cohen. Jennifer Cohen. Stephen Collins. Lindsay Cummins. Mark Cordazzo. Daniel Culhane. Meredith Davis. Daniel DeJesus. Joanne Delatola. Jay Delco. Jason Delvillar. Christopher Demkovich. Kate Derko. Meg Derko. Eric Deutsch. Michael Devine. Jan Di Benedetto. Anthony DeFate. Kira DiRamondo. Dwayne Doherty. Adam Dole. Stephanie D'Onofrio. Thomas Dool. Gina DuPont. Arnaud Dutest. Co-valedictorian, Barbara Eckstein. Tara Emmer. David Evangelista. Peter Farah. Stephen Farkas. Nermeen Fauzi. Hassan Farabi. Paolo Fiorino. Jill Fisher. Stephanie Flaxman. Margaret Ann Flay. David Cullen Fletcher. Richard Flood. Stephen Famaro. Stephen Fasaglia. Anthony Fragnito. Mark Friedman. Eric Froman. Carolyn Gato. Christopher Gallarello. Christopher Garcia. Scott Geller. Rachel Gilbert. Giancarlo Gerando. Timothy Getz. Danny Goldstein. Marnie Goldstein. Lynn Gorfinkel. Adam Grant. Catherine Greenhill. Joseph Gregg. Scott Grusby. Charles Guadagnolo. Elise Gutenplan. Teresa Gazzetta. Stuart Hemby. Rachel Hirschberg. Patrick Hickey. Theodore Hild. Jennifer Hill. Nathaniel Hirschfield. Miranda Hodgson. Tara Howard. Jacob Hutchings. Shotaro Ikeda. Dana Infelice. Joyce James. Ross Jeffcoat. Kimberly Jones. Warneford Joseph. Daniel K. Susan Kearns. Matt Kearns.